Perfect. Hello, welcome back to the channel. So in this episode I'm going to start sort of the basics. I'm going to start rubbing down the counters and hopefully get onto a little bit of painting. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to capture as much as I can on camera, speed it up, let you guys see all the work and effort I'm starting to put into it, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. I'm also going to go through what my actual plans are, and like I said, it's baby steps to be honest, but I'll go through what my initial plans are, and hopefully you'll like it, and hopefully you'll start seeing the transformation of the monkey cycle looking better and better and better. But hey, let's crack on with the video. Cue the intro. Okay, so my plan currently is, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give this a really slight like rub down, because it's like a laminate over the top of these, just so the paint takes. And my plan is to paint all of this, all of the wood as much as possible inside the camper to a nice kind of dark grey cabinet colour. And then what I want to do also is rip up the floor and change the floor to an older sort of oak look. That'll be a vinyl floor. I'm not obviously putting down proper wood because I'm going to be putting the bike etc on it, but that's the plan for that. And then looking at things like the seats, I'm going to have all this reupholstered with 4-inch memory foam to make it more comfortable, and I'm still picking the pattern, but obviously it's going to be monkey bike orientated, either monkey bikes, bananas, something a little bit daft, and obviously the curtains are going to match. And then obviously I need to put in some anchor points to be able to put the bike in as well. But that's going to be kind of the initial beginning for the actual camper itself. I'm not kind of going to push it too much further past there. I am going to hopefully build a cupboard door on here, box in the fridge. I'm going to wire that up as well, so that's all usable. But that's going to be pretty much it, so I can get out on my first adventure. And then as time goes on, I've got other plans, like obviously looking at solar panels, looking at leisure battery, being able to sort of live a little bit more independently off of the grid if I decided to do so. But I'm not going to rush for that. I'm going to enjoy the campsites. I want power because I want to be able to charge laptops and do the work I want to do, and ideally Wi-Fi if possible as well. So that's my initial plan. So I'm going to crack on and I'm going to start giving it a bit of a hoover, and then I'm going to start rubbing it down. So yeah, let's get on with day one of trying to make the camper look something really cool. Right, I bought this, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, I don't really have a clue what I'm doing, and I wouldn't say I'm an expert, so don't follow my guidance in any way. But anyway, I bought a Black & Decker mouse, what's going to sand down, lightly sand down with the lowest grain of sandpaper I've got, just to whip round the thing. That's so the paint will take. That's what I think the right thing to do, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not one for reading instructions, so I'm going to crack on. To let you in, be yourself, or play a role to all the boys, to keep it low. If it's a no, would you turn away, or play me off, or would you stay? If you don't succeed, pick yourself off and try again. You can list it off and try again, cause if first you don't succeed, you can list it off and try again. Pick yourself off and try again. I'm into you, you're into me, you let it go so easily. All them years of watching professional YouTubers, professional carpenters work their vans, I'm sure you can now clearly see, obviously, all that has gone in, and I must be like a sponge and soaked it, because, you know, I'm almost done with sanding already, and I've only been doing it about 15-20 minutes. So, but yeah, anyway, I'm enjoying myself, so I'm cracking on and gonna keep drinking beer while I go. Right, so that's like a light sanding, and it literally says on the tin, as much as I read it, really light sanding and then basically paint. It also said about wiping it down with like a degreaser, water, whatever it is, swipes. I bought some of them because I'm a good boy. So yeah, I'm gonna crack on with that.
If you don't wanna throw it all away, I'll be bagging on the first date. What about the next date?
Comes with someone's hair in it. That is like on the stuff. That's minging.
And try again. This is how far and try again, try again. Cause at first you don't succeed. This is how far and try again. You can dust it off and try again, try again.
Okay, before I start painting, I thought I want to try this out. So I've got these two bits of wires here, and this is what will power the fridge, and it's connected and on a switch as well when the engine's running. So I bought this, and basically this here is going to have a 12 volt USB, so I can plug the travel fridge in. Sorry, then the 12 volt for the travel fridge and the USB if I decide to want to charge anything. So that's kind of my plan. So I'm going to do a bit of wiring up now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually stop what I was about to do on the video because a few things happened. So I had a family member come over called Darren, and he kind of works for a place that sort of work on really expensive, better VW stuff, and he's massively experienced. You know, they put the roofs in and all sorts of stuff. And he came round to have a look, give us a bit of advice and see if he can give me a hand. And he's basically going away and he's going to sort of cut the piece of wood, etc. for the door that I need. He's given me loads of great advice and it's been fantastic. So I ran out a bit of time to be able to do that, and then obviously I want to move on to painting. So there's no point me wiring that in really yet until he's come back with the bits of wood and stuff that he cuts for me to fit that in. But anyway, like, he's a proper legend, so he's going to probably, that one bit is probably going to be the best bit on the entire van. But anyway, my next plan is to sort of do some painting and stuff like that, and there's some stuff, hopefully I can get that done tomorrow. There's a couple more things I want to sort of say as well. Now, I always get a big shock and a big surprise when I see a new patron pop up on the Patreon link, and there was a new one, and it was literally just the other day, and Steve Bolter has basically become a patron to the channel, and he's on a high tier as well, so he'll get shout outs. But what I've decided to do is not just that, because obviously his support is absolutely fantastic, as well as the other two patrons I've got is like brilliant, but because we've got to that level now where we've got sort of 3 patrons, and obviously I'm hoping it's going to grow. All patrons are going to get basically their name put into the credits of the end of every single video I do. So while they're a patron, they're going to get a credit claim to the video itself. They'll have their name in there because I want to say thank you, and I don't want to obviously just keep shouting out names on every single video. So by doing that, that person's going to get a recognition, and you've got to look at it that those patrons that support the channel, this episode is kind of brought not just by me but them as well, because they've financially helped us sort of make that video. So again, huge thank you to them, and I've seen a few more t-shirt sales go through, so that support's brilliant. It's helping fund this project as well, so it's pretty exciting times, and all I can turn around and keep saying is thank you, thank you, thank you. But anyway, so what I'm going to do tomorrow is, my plan is to start getting some painting done inside the van, and hopefully, like I said, get its first coat on. There's another monkey cycle video coming out very soon. I'm hoping I can get out and get that filmed as well tomorrow, and then it will come out some point in the week because it's got to be edited up. Again, the patrons will get to see absolutely everything first. So they'll see this video, and then they'll also obviously get to see the next monkey cycle little kind of adventure. It's going to be a good one, that's all I can say. It's going to be a good one, and it potentially could be really dangerous. But anyway, so I will see you in the next episode. If you're watching this and you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It helps me out loads, and give me a big thumbs up, because as I've always turned around and said, the more thumbs up we get and the nice comments we get, and if you share the video, it gets bigger and better. And I generally have to fight against all those really sad keyboard warriors that give you a thumb down just for speaking. You know, the ones that sit there in front of their keyboard and go, I don't like this, thumbs down, and they're still eating their Haribo because they're just like, that's all they've got in their life is a bag of Haribo and clicking thumbs down on people's videos. Anyway, until next time, I want you to take care, obviously ride safe, and do yourself a big favour. Buy a motorcycle, ride a motorcycle, and be happy. Anyway, take care. See you next time. Bye bye.